Do you like Harry Potter? Then why not head over to my other channel after watching this review and listen to my very own audiobook series, Mason McQueen and the Gargoyle's Curse, for free, written and read by yours truly. Or find it for sale at all the usual places. Link in the description below. Hello Hamora again. Today I am reviewing a MOC LEGO Harry Potter modular titled Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. This set was created by LEGO MOC designer Ministry of Making and contains 6,620 pieces. Digital instructions are available to purchase through rebrickable.com, and if stages were actual pages, then this set would come with a 4,465 page instruction booklet. The first part of this build is the ground floor. Outside, we get the standard cobbled street layout as seen in the original, as well as the dark tan pathway, which leads around the corner, all the way along to a gap in the wall, providing an avenue into the foreboding Nocturne Alley. Both sides of the shop have smooth curving open bay windows, displaying two brick-built mannequins, promoting rather marvellous merchandise, and the two doors help with the constant hustle and bustle of young patrons frequenting the establishment. Situated on the corner is an angled cylindrical window featuring a pair of very long trouser legs at its core, and next to a slender drainpipe, a dragon nuts vendor offers up a tempting snack for a busy passerby to purchase on the go. Around the back, standard windows in bright orange and raised brickwork in lavender continue the bright colour scheme, and give a great sense of texture to the exterior walls, and a back door adds another point of entry, in and out of the property. Inside, the floor is tiled in medium nougat with a pop of colour, giving the impression of a rainbow sprinkled donut. A lime green stacked table display offers a fun and imaginative way to showcase stock items, and just inside the entrance doors is a pretty pink stand displaying love potions. All around the ground floor, built-in bright cabinets in various colours offer even more tantalising treats, utilising stickers from existing official LEGO sets. At the very centre is a till point, and above that a winding staircase, with its repeating sequence of vibrant cone banister rails, supported by magenta beams, which excitingly leads us up to the next floor. Instantly, the first thing we notice about the first floor is the iconic top-hatted trickster poking out from the top of another cleverly engineered, slanted circular open bay window. Two spinning ornaments hang either side of the inviting fellow, and we get a great reusage of the signage that came with a smaller and more displayable friendly version of Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. We get a continuation of the rustic crumbling wall that leads to Nocturne Alley, and around the back there are even more bright orange windows and lavender brickwork. Inside the first floor is almost hollow, with the exception of a staircase which bridges one side to the other. Even more zany products line the walls and fill the open bay windows, like pygmy puffs, darkness powder, decoy detonators, and a tree of chattering teeth. There is the start of a walking wall advertising sticky trainers, so you can try before you buy, and next to that is another staircase branching out, beckoning us up to the second floor. The next section we come to is made up of even more bright orange windows. We get the last chunk of wall that finishes the entrance to Nocturne Alley, and two little lamps with pearl gold tassels add some refined exterior decoration. Inside we get another almost hollow floor with a narrow surrounding walkway. The sticky trainer display reaches its crescendo, resulting in a shelf where you can purchase the suction-cupped sneakers. There are even more shelving units featuring a fanged frisbee, lollipops, extendable ears, and skiving snack boxes. But the most eye-catching thing about this floor isn't the displays, but the two tightropes that stretch from one side to the other. Balancing upon these taut strings is a brick-built Professor Umbridge on a unicycle toy, which is a great nod to the film The Order of the Phoenix. But there is still one more surprise hidden in the upper echelons of the building. The next part of the build is extremely elegant with its indulgently curved top and slanted tile roof. There are 2 more bright orange standard windows, making 154 in total, just in case you were counting, and once again the back 2 walls are decorated in lavender brick. Inside, the roof space may seem empty, but the 2 side walls can cleverly fold down to reveal 2 fold-out beds, so the Weasley boys can take a well-deserved rest whenever life as a shop proprietor becomes just too stressful. To cap it all off, the final part of this build is a flat roof, featuring matching chimneys and opening skylights. Now all that's left to do is to connect all the sections together, and the magical modular is complete. First things first, as someone who owns all of Ministry of Making's Diagon Alley builds, I'm going to just say it. I think this is his best work so far, and I thought his other 3 magical modulars were absolute masterpieces. Within the wizarding world of Harry Potter, I have always had a fondness for the location Diagon Alley, with all its quirky specialist shops, especially the somewhat comical and ostentatious Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. In fact, I distinctively remember when the original LEGO D2C Diagon Alley was released, I went straight to book 4 and had to build the Weasley's joke shop first. This mock version of the joke shop was immensely fun to build, and was made even more enjoyable by all the different building techniques involved, and there were a lot of them. Whilst building, I was continuously surprised at how all these bright orange bricks and angled plates could combine to produce 2 large tumbler-style front windows that cleverly stacked and leant in opposite directions. The intricate construction of the jester's head left me dumbfounded with the end result, wondering how on earth the designer could create something so amazingly detailed, only using little pieces and slopes. I particularly loved the construction of the roof, with that indulgent top curve, and clicking in place the black slanted roof was greatly satisfying. Another impressive factor about this modular is there is no ugly side. The abundant amount of windows and textured brickwork ensures this build looks beautiful from every angle, and the addition of the croissant piece in lavender above the back door is very random, but also one of my favourite exterior details. The mini-builds inside are bright and wonderful, and I like how the designer incorporated the puking pastels girl, and also reused the wizard's face sticker to make the 10-second pimple vanisher guy. The window displays and shelving were one of my favourite things to dress, as each one is different from the next, reusing stickers from both official sets. And I really like how the 2 sections of walking wall combine to make one, showing that the designer really did have a meticulous plan and each floor was greatly considered. This modular also features another one of my favourite things, which is floor framing, and once combined, I love how you can peer down through the levels and chart your journey, descending the staircase all the way to the ground floor and out of one of the exits. Regular viewers to my channel will know I do love a good roof, but it's not only the outside of this upper level that is a triumph, but also the inside. The unexpected inclusion of some creative storytelling is an absolute genius idea, and even though it wasn't in any of the books or movies, the feature of the fold-out beds hidden in the roof space is something I think fans of the franchise are going to outright love. Once again, the only downside with these highly detailed custom modulars is the fact they are just too detailed. And unless you undertake the build for yourself, you're going to miss out on just how fantastic and meticulous they actually are. I only wish there was a way to create a removable side panel, so you could see the interior from other angles, and get a glimpse of the shopping experience from a minifigure's eye view. The building as a whole is just visually pleasing. Normally most modulars only use a few select colours, predominantly black, greys and the other neutrals, so I found it really refreshing to build a modular with a colour palette that resembled a bag of Skittles. The bonkers building is instantly recognisable, and even though it is designed to sit next to another modular, I have to say it looks absolutely stunning displayed all on its own. Speaking of its partner, the Florian Fortescue's Ice Cream Parlour modular, also designed by Ministry of Making, features the left-hand side of the crumbling wall, so now 2 years later we can finally complete this wall and the entrance to Nocturne Alley. On another displaying side note, I would just like to add, you can also choose to place the shop quality Quidditch supplies to the right of it, if you are that way inclined, and recreate part of the Diagon Alley setup from Wizarding World, Florida. And let's not forget another modular, Ministry of Making and Horcrux Foundry's joint project, the Leaky Cauldron. That too can now join the lineup of buildings to really make this bustling marketplace come alive. So what is next, I hear you cry? Will Ministry of Making be going for a full house? Is he going to tackle the final LEGO Diagon Alley build, Gringotts Bank, next? Well, the answer is not quite yet. But I do have it on good authority, mainly from James the designer himself. While he does have plans to tackle this mammoth task one day in the future, he is, however, already working on another LEGO Diagon Alley project. And this time around, that is Madame Malkin's Robes for All Occasions, and perhaps pottages on the side. James has really wanted to recreate this particular location for quite some time, so expect to see the chic couture custom tailors being reviewed on this channel in the very near future. And if you'd like to see more videos of Ministry of Making's MOC modulars, then why not check out the full reviews over on my channel. Anyway, that's it for the review. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to check out my free audiobook series, Mason McQueen and the Gargoyle's Curse. Now it's time for the magical money shots.